Do you have anything else you can share besides what was in the statement about Xavier, how that decision was made, and if you have a replacement yet in the starting lineup, if that decision's been made as well?
Well, I haven't gotten that far as if I have a replacement in the starting lineup. We haven't had practice yet, so I've been working on the game plan for Nebraska. And had other things on my mind, but overall, unfortunately for X, as you heard, there's a suspension, and we have to further look at this thing deeper and deeper and see what we're going to do moving forward.
So there could be anything else like additional, or is it just this one game?
Okay. Not sure.
Zach,
what was Xavier's reaction to the suspension?
He was disappointed. He was disappointed for many reasons, but overall, he knows that the team is going to miss him. He knows that he let his teammates down.
James?
Juwan, I guess what team policy did Xavier violate?
Well, that's in-house. So we have team rules, and unfortunately, he broke one of them. So you have the repercussions and consequences that you have to pay when you break team rules.
I guess how surprising is it for you that of all the people you feel like you have to hold accountable or discipline, it's multi-year captain on the team?
Anyone 1 through 16, I will hold accountable. If you break a team rule, you break a team rule, no matter who you are. No one is bigger or better than a team.
Ryan?
Can you share a timeline of when the violation happened and when you decided to
No, I don't know the timeline.
Assuming Dave DeJulius plays a big role, what is your expectation for him tomorrow night?
Well, Dave is a huge part of his team. He's been a rotation guy, so Dave, as well as his other teammates, will have to step up and fill the void.
Would you say the season is at a crossroads right now with the 4-game losing streak and now Xavier suspended?
What's your definition of crossroad?
I mean, it could go any number of ways. You guys are in the midst of a losing streak, the longest in 5 years, and the captain just got suspended. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on the team's trajectory right now.
Every team goes through adversity. No team. Well, it's been hard to see a team that goes undefeated. So I don't expect, I did not expect our team was going to go undefeated. Through a process like this, it defines character and it builds character. So I love how our team has been responding, and we have a lot more season to be played.
Ed?
Coach, do you have any thoughts or memories you could share on the Kobe Bryant tragedy?
Well, it's tough. It really is. It's tough for the basketball world, the basketball community. But it's very challenging for the Bryant family and the other families that were lost during this tragic situation. When you talk about Kobe Bryant, he's in the basketball community, especially NBA. NBA is a family. When you come through that world, Kobe becomes one of your brothers, and so he's like a brother to me and many others. So it's a big loss to our family. And, my wife was very emotional. It's been an emotional time for my family because he was a hero and an icon to us all. My kids looked up to him. One of my boys, that was his favorite player growing up, and still is. Kobe was one of my favorite players growing up. And I was older than Kobe, but I respected what Kobe and how he approached the game of basketball. His work ethic was like no other. He reminds me of number 23, Michael Jordan, in so many ways. I've had a chance myself personally to get to know Michael, become friends with Michael. I saw a lot of Kobe and Michael. As we all know, he was a 5-time NBA champion, which is very hard to do. 20 years in the NBA. It goes to show you about his level of toughness when a guy tears Achilles, goes up to the free throw line, make the free throws, and then walk off the court himself. And it shows you how he's wired. Like, I'm not going to allow a stretcher, or I'm not going to let anyone carry me off. I'm going to walk off on my own. that's mental toughness. And when you hear the word toughness, you know, obviously Kobe name has to come to mind. And so when you hear a situation like this, that what happened with Kobe and Gigi and others, you know, I'm a father, and, you know, I can just only imagine, wouldn't know what his family was going through, and no one wants to experience anything like that. So it's been a very difficult time for all of us, because Kobe meant a lot to this, not only just the basketball world, but he was inspiring to many folks. And you know, a guy win an Oscar, like, think about that. Like, he has winning, like, built it within his DNA. He's wired different. You got 5-time champion, 18-time All-Star, All-NBA, first team for probably 11 years, 2-time Finals MVP, and you win an Oscar. Then you also was a part of Body Armor, and Body Armor blew up like no other in the market. He's a part owner of that, and to write stories and books and to inspire kids, and then you're a head coach of your daughter's basketball team, and she had a lot of Kobe DNA in her too. Like, I watched film, I watched it on social media. I'm like, damn, she's 13 years old and she's doing that. And I knew that, like, Coach Gino from UConn, Kobe and Gino had a really good relationship, and Kobe also had a great relationship with Nike, with his own NBA line, Nike line. And I knew Oregon was very interested in his daughter, but I was also going to put in my little bid and say, hey, you know, you might want to consider Coach Kim at the University of Michigan. You know, Michigan has it's a great school, great academics. You know, I was going to put my bid in, and because she was an exceptional basketball player for her age, and she wanted to be great like her dad. And you know, this is a tough one, fellas. It's tough.
Is there anything specific you can recall during your career that maybe early in his career when you thought, wow, this guy's different, or just something that maybe is a signature Kobe Bryant?
Oh, well, I think I had just started coaching, and we're in Staples Center, and like at Staples Center, you cross the home team's locker room to get to the visiting team's locker room. And I saw Kobe, we were crossing paths, and I said, yo, how long you gonna end up playing for? He says to me, until I win 2 more championships. And I'm like, okay, well, this is probably, what, his 17th year? And the guy didn't say, okay, well, I want to play until I'm to my 20th year. He said, until I win 20 more championships. That's how he was wired. Like, he had a quest to break MJ's, like, NBA Finals, like, championship record, like 6. Kobe was going for 7, and he could have done it. That's how good he was. He's a great basketball player, but great father, great man.
Ethan?
Juwan, is there any update on Isaiah and whether he'll play tomorrow?
Day to day. That's all I can tell you. Day to day. He's getting better.
And just what's the overall mood around the team right now, kind of with Isaiah, with Xavier, with the loss that's kind of like Orion was describing?
Well, we're not drowning in our own tears or drowning in the lake. It's not the end of the world. The mood of our team is we're solution-based. We're going to roll up our sleeves, figure out how we can get better as a group, and guys are in the gym working hard. And, they had a great practice yesterday, and we expect to have another good practice today to prep for Nebraska.
Zach?
I imagine your whole team looked up to Kobe quite a bit. I guess, what have the last 24 hours been like for you as a coach and mentor to the team?
Well, I just told you how I felt.
Oh, I know. I just meant like the
I
teams.
haven't had a chance to see the team. They've been in school right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been in class. So we have practice later.
Do you, I mean, I guess what's your mindset if they are grieving or if they are kind of shaken up by it?
We'll talk. We'll address that.
Does anybody have anything else?
Juwan, is Isaiah's injury look similar to a lot of people than from the first one? Do you know if it is the same type of thing? Or?
Well, it's a day-to-day injury, so we just pray that he gets healthy soon.
James?
My question is, has Kobe inspired any of your coaching techniques, or do you utilize any of his Kobe-isms when you coach?
You know, a lot of folks have inspired my coaching techniques. Kobe has inspired us in many ways. You know, I haven't even had a chance to even think about all that. You know, it's been a short amount of time since Kobe has left us, and so my heart just goes out to Vanessa and the kids right now. That's what I'm concerned with, and also the other families that have lost loved ones.
Just to be clear on Xavier's situation, appreciating in-house, after the Nebraska game, it'll be reevaluated and it could extend, or will it
Yes,
be?
after the Nebraska game, we will reevaluate it and see. But as of right now, he will not be with us tomorrow.
Coach, I think that's gonna do it.